Just because you've done something that has been harmful to your partner, like breaking the trust, lying, cheating, whatever it was, it does not make you a bad person. You cannot go the rest of your life carrying this constant guilt for something you've done. If you actually are truly sorry for it, you've taken accountability for it, and you put effort towards trying to make things right. Right. I feel it's so important for me to say this because so often I think people get this misconception from a lot of coaches out there, especially even my content, whenever they see a lot of videos that I make telling the person that has been hurt, how to navigate it, how to heal, and how to look out for the signs and so forth, because you really need to be aware of things that might be harmful to you. But I think what goes unnoticed or unspoken sometimes is for the partner that really does love their partner, that just happen to be flawed and have something come up that they made a mistake in or whatever, drop the ball, and they feel bad about it. There's nothing that speaks life into you getting back on the right track and redeeming yourself, right? And I think it's so important to bring this up because whenever you get caught into that cycle, sometimes the person that's been hurt is so stuck on being consumed with being hurt that they're not even wanting to actually heal. They're not trying to talk through solutions. They just want to keep bringing it up and throwing it at you that you hurt them, right? That's not going to help anyone. And it doesn't help you to keep feeding into that narrative. All you can do is own up to it and then try to work on fixing it. If they will not embrace you trying to fix the problem, they will not embrace forgiving you and trying to put the past behind you guys to move forward. As long as you both have come up with a plan together that is sensible, makes sense, and they know what they need in order to heal, right? See, part of this equation is you can do all you want to try to convince your partner and show them what you're going to do to be better and all this other stuff, but they have to believe in whatever the things you're going to do is that it's going to actually be something that helps them heal. If someone doesn't know what they need to heal and let go and forgive and move past whatever you've done, no matter what you do, it's not going to work because they haven't got it clear on that's what they need in order to bring it to a peaceful space for themselves, right? So your partner needs to know that for themselves. And so I'm saying this because so often people don't get clear on, okay, what do you even need to heal from this to move on? And they keep trying stuff. And when it's not working, you feel defeated. You start feeling like, oh, I'm really this bad person. I really messed everything up. And then you spend the rest of your time in that relationship trying to jump hoops or hurdles, trying to prove yourself. Now you're trying to, make them believe again that you're still that person that they met before all the stuff that happened. You're trying to make them, come back around to seeing the good in you. And what happens? You start not taking care of yourself. Lack of self-preservation, lack of self-care, because everything's about them now, not wanting them to be upset again because you keep feeling so guilty about the way they feel and the way you see them in front of you crying and all the hurt that you see that you caused. And it feels horrible to acknowledge that you've done that. And that's hard to live with. So you spend this life of making it all about them. Here's the problem with that. When you do that and you keep nurturing their inability to embrace healing, then now you put yourself in a position to where you're not taking care of you and they're not taking care of themselves properly. Now they're stewing in negativity, which isn't helpful for them, right? And their heart and their energy to be healed. But then it also starts building resentment in you because you start feeling like there's nothing I can never do to be right again. You start feeling like you're never enough. You start feeling like it's a lost cause and you're not worth it or whatever. You might sooner start looking to leave the relationship because it becomes more painless to be on your own or go find someone new than to stay somewhere where you can never be a good person again to that person, right? So you actually do what you can, but once you've done what you can, you have to let it be where it's going to be if they're not going to be receptive to your attempts to actually make things better. And if they say your attempts aren't what's working, ask them, what do they need to heal? What do you need? What will help us get there? Do we need to go to counseling? Do we need to go to coaching? What do we need to do so that you can get back to feeling good about the relationship the way I want you to and the way I want to feel good about it so we can thrive again? Because you can't do anything but apologize and take accountability and try to take steps towards doing better for what you've done. The rest is on your partner's side, right? And we forget that sometimes because we think, well, the offender has to do all this making things up. Relationships are always a two-way street. Even when someone is the offender and someone is the recipient of it, still takes both to come back to center and be whole again. So if that is something that you are struggling with, you feel like the bad guy all the time in your relationship, you don't know what to do, and your partner's not leaving an open window, or you guys don't know how to find that, come see me for coaching. Just DM me the word coaching and we'll go from there. Do not sit in a space to where you wind up building resentment because you can never get back on the right track again because your partner's not willing to let things go or move on towards the future once you try to bring something to the equation to help do just that. Let's get it.